Listen, if one of the degrees I mention in this video happens to be your passion, that's totally fine. Follow your passion if that's what drives you. But here's the thing. Don't put yourself $50,000 in debt for a piece of paper that isn't going to help you financially or career-wise. You shouldn't have to serve coffee and misspell people's names for years just to pay off student loans. You can still study whatever fascinates you because the world's top universities already offer these same classes online for free. You won't get an official degree, but you'll get all the knowledge without the debt. So if you can get the same education for $0, why on earth would you pay tens of thousands for it? Alright, disclaimer over. Now let's get into it. Sit back, relax and enjoy, because here are 10 degrees that just aren't worth it. Number 10. Psychology. Now don't come for me. I actually find psychology fascinating. I even took a few extra classes back in college just because I liked it. But the truth is, psychology degrees have terrible job stats, low openings, low satisfaction, and poor growth potential. Sure, you can get jobs like a social worker or counselor, but those are tough markets, and the pay isn't exactly life-changing. The reason this one makes the list is because it's so popular. So many people major in psychology thinking they'll make great money after graduation, and then reality hits. No jobs, massive debt, and frustration. So, yeah, interesting? Absolutely. Worth $50,000 in debt? Probably not. Number 9. Drama and theatre arts. This one might surprise you. It's not as far down the list as you'd think, and here's why. Acting isn't something you can fully learn from a book. You actually do need some hands-on practice, maybe from someone experienced at a local theater or professional coach. But still, the job market is brutal. Even talented people struggle to find steady work. So while it's great for creative expression, as a degree investment, it's just not a smart move. You can take acting classes, find local workshops, or get mentors for way less money than what universities charge. So yeah, it's hard to teach, but that doesn't make it valuable enough to justify the debt. Number 8. Language studies. Now this one, I know I'm gonna catch heat for, because yes, if you become really good at a certain language, you can make serious money as a translator. But here's the thing, you don't need a degree for that. You can learn a language through apps, videos, online tutors, or by actually moving to a country that speaks it. Spend those 4 years immersed in the culture instead of sitting in a classroom, and you'll learn 10 times faster and probably make some money while you're there. Now, some languages like Mandarin or Cantonese are exceptions. They're tough to master and they're valuable, but still, even those can be learned through cheaper, smarter methods than racking up student loans. Number 7. Communications. Alright, this one's kind of like psychology's annoying cousin, the communications degree. It sounds fancy, right? I'm majoring in communications. But what does that actually mean? Like, what are you even learning? How to talk to people? It's such a broad field that it ends up being almost meaningless. Sure, you might get a job here or there, but most employers look at that degree and go, okay, but what can you actually do? It's one of those majors that sounds impressive until you graduate. Then suddenly, it's just another piece of paper. You're better off learning practical communication skills through real-world experience, public speaking clubs, content creation, or marketing internships. Things that actually build a portfolio, not just a transcript. So yeah, communications. Not the worst, but definitely one of those "why did I spend 4 years on this" degrees. Number 6. Photography. This one might hurt a bit because photography is everywhere right now. We live in an age where everyone's a photographer, especially with smartphones and social media. Everyone's chasing that Instagram perfect shot, dreaming about becoming the next influencer. But here's the thing, the market is so saturated it's insane. You don't need a degree to take amazing photos. You need practice, a good eye, and consistency. There are world-class tutorials on YouTube, entire free photography courses, and creators like Peter McKinnon giving away gold-level knowledge online. One of my closest friends barely spoke English when he came to the US. He taught himself photography using free tutorials, practiced non-stop, and now he's one of the top wedding photographers in Las Vegas. No degree, no debt, just pure dedication. At the end of the day, your portfolio matters way more than your diploma. If you're good, people will see it. Period. Number 5. Fine arts. Alright, we're getting into dangerous territory now. Fine arts. This one ranks lower on the list simply because it's, well, almost completely self-taught. You don't need a professor to tell you how to paint, draw, sculpt, or design. You just need time, practice, and feedback from people who actually do it. Everything you could possibly need to learn, from color theory to advanced techniques, is already online or in books for free. So unless you're planning to become a professor yourself, a fine arts degree is basically a very expensive way to do something you could have learned on YouTube. Art is beautiful, but you don't need to go broke to create it. Number 4. Anthropology and archaeology. Now this one's rough. When I did the research, anthropology and archaeology came out as some of the worst degrees statistically, lowest job availability, slowest growth, and minimal openings in the next decade. Let's be real, jobs in these fields are extremely rare. You don't just graduate and become Indiana Jones. Most graduates end up realizing there simply aren't enough positions out there, and the only thing they end up digging up is their student loan balance. It's fascinating stuff. Human history, ancient civilizations, artifacts. But unless you've got serious funding, connections, or a very specific research path lined up, this degree is almost impossible to turn into a stable career. So, yeah, this one's for the history buffs, but maybe keep it as a hobby, not a financial commitment. Number 3. Art history. We're getting close to the top now, and this one might sting a little. Art history, not art, not creation, not design, the history of art. I get it. It's fascinating to learn about the Renaissance, Van Gogh, Surrealism, all that good stuff. But let's be honest here, you can literally buy a few used textbooks online or watch documentaries on YouTube for free, and you'll learn 95% of what you'd get from a 4-year degree. There's just no marketable skill that comes from it. It doesn't make you an artist. It doesn't make you a designer. It just gives you a lot of trivia about art movements. So if you're thinking about paying $50,000 to memorize who painted what in the 1600s, maybe don't. Buy the book, enjoy the beauty, but keep your money. Number 2, religious studies. Alright, number 2, religious studies. And look, I'm not knocking anyone's beliefs here. Religion is deeply personal, and studying it can be incredibly meaningful. But, and this is a big but, you don't need a degree for that. You can literally walk into almost any hotel in America and find a free Bible in the nightstand. There are online courses, free texts, and entire communities built around learning theology, philosophy, and religious history. The truth is, there's almost no career path tied to it, unless you plan on becoming a pastor, a scholar, or one of those TV preachers with a private jet. And even then, most of them didn't get there because of their degree. Here's a good rule of thumb. If the name of your degree ends with the word studies, maybe think twice. Gender studies, religious studies, cultural studies, they all sound noble, but in practice, they rarely translate into financial stability. So take the class, explore the ideas, but please, don't major in it. Number 1, gender studies. And finally, we've made it to number 1, gender studies. At this point, this degree has almost become a meme online. You've seen the jokes, you've seen the headlines. The reality is, there are practically no career opportunities tied to it. You're not building a technical skill, you're not training for a specialized field, and you're not walking into a booming job market. And here's the kicker. Even the politicians and public figures who talk about gender issues every day, none of them actually have a degree in gender studies. You can check for yourself. Look up their education backgrounds. You'll find economics, law, business, maybe political science, but not this. So yeah, unless you've got a clear, realistic plan for how that degree connects to a career, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. You could learn about gender, culture, and society through free online courses, open lectures, podcasts, or books, without spending tens of thousands of dollars. Alright, that was the full list. And I know, it was a painful one, but sometimes the truth is painful. It's better to face it now than after 4 years and a mountain of student debt. And there you have it, the most useless degrees that people still spend tens of thousands of dollars chasing. Now look, this video wasn't made to crush dreams or mock anyone's passion. If you truly love one of these fields, go for it, learn it, live it. Just be smart about how you do it. The truth is, we live in a world where knowledge is free. Top universities upload entire lectures online. Experts teach on YouTube for nothing. You can learn photography, psychology, business, or even quantum physics from your phone. The internet has completely changed the game, and yet people are still walking into student debt like it's a rite of passage. But you don't have to. You can take control of your education. You can build skills that actually make you money. So, before you decide to drop 50 grand on a piece of paper, ask yourself, will this degree give me something I can use, or am I just paying for the illusion of progress? Because here's the truth. What matters isn't what school you went to or what title you have. What matters is your skills, your drive, your creativity, and your ability to adapt. The world doesn't care about the letters next to your name anymore. It cares about what you can do. So if you made it this far, take that energy, take that awareness, and do something with it. Learn a new skill. Start that side hustle. Take a free course tonight instead of scrolling through your feed. You'll thank yourself in 5 years. And hey, if this video gave you something to think about, do me a favor, hit that like button because it really helps more people see this. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that little bell so you don't miss the next upload. We've got more videos coming soon, breaking down the real side of money, education, and success. Until then, stay curious, stay smart, and don't waste your future on a degree that won't pay you back.